This is when we first got to the airport and we were on our way to Lebanon. It was one of the few times that I traveled alone. It was a really fun experience with my friends and I had a good time. We first got to Lebanon, the weather was beautiful, the view was amazing, and we had so much fun on the bus. Half of the experience was in the bus. And I did a little tour of the room that we were staying at. It was really nice, and it was a really fun experience to get to have a sleepover every day with my friend. As you can see, this is the view from our room. It was gorgeous, the weather was beautiful, and I really liked Lebanon afterwards. When we first got there, a few hours later, we had a group dinner, and we got to know all the Lebanese people. They came from all over the school. This is when they showed us their dance, and it was really fun and exciting. They also taught us how to dance as well. Whereas the next morning, we had breakfast, and it was really good. It was really weird waking up in the morning and keep forgetting every single morning. And on the first day, we went exploring. We went to one of the 8 wonders of the world. If it was surrounded by water, but due to political reasons, it wasn't able to. And then we visited the Hariri Mosque. It was amazing. The architecture and the designs, the graffiti that was all over the walls was amazing. I have a different appreciations to the designs. We also saw a lot of the streets in Lebanon. They were very vintage, very old. It was really nice to get to learn about their culture and their just the aesthetic of Lebanon overall. And this is the area where I really liked the most. Even though the streets were really tiny, it kind of gives you an idea of how our ancestors used to live and where historical scenes has been taking place. And this is when we visited one of the holy churches there, where Maryam was believed to be to descend there or to be there. And it was a really amazing view. It was under a cave, and it was just really unethical to take pictures under there, so I took pictures around it in order to show. This is my group. It was really fun, and I love all of them. I'm glad to get to know all of them. As I said before, the weather in Lebanon was amazing. This is when our day came to an end. Here we started our first day ME1. It was our second day in Lebanon, but our first ME1 day. We were greeted by the amazing Lebanese people. They were amazing. They were very welcoming. And they gave us a speech about the ME1 and reminded us about the goals that we were going to achieve and how our presence was of great global significance. And they just reminded us of how awesome it is to be there. One of the things that I learned about Lebanon is that they really appreciate the arts and just the piano and a lot of the Arabic instruments, and they really respect the Arabic language and keep reminding us how important it is. And this was our first session in ME1. I found myself debating a lot, and this was me practicing my public speaking skills. It was really wonderful. And then we got to have lunch with the Lebanese people. They spoke to us about their culture, and we got to know them better. We got to collaborate together to solve a resolution. Later that night, we went out for dinner, and we got to know each other more. This is my friend Desi, and she's my roommate as well. This was our third day in Lebanon, but our second day in ME1. It was a really great experience because this was my first time experiencing a crisis, which is what usually happens in the UN, where you have to solve an urgent matter or issue at the same time. So we felt very responsible. We had to collaborate together on the spot in order to solve this crisis, in order to find a resolution for it. From this trip, I've come to learn the importance of respecting others and just the other people's perspective on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It was really wonderful to get to know that and to get to know them. I made friends for life, and thank you to Mrs. Khudud for making this opportunity possible, and I'm glad to have joined this, and I want to thank everyone that was with me on this trip.